Hi, welcome to my new video, well my second video actually, and today I'll be painting a Mahi-Mahi fish on a wood board with acrylic paint. So I just took out the primary colors specifically, so just get started and stuff like that. And if you're interested in the paints I got them all at Hobby Lobby. So right here I was trying to explain okay, we're gonna start here with the yellow and then we're gonna go into the green and stuff like that, because I really wanted to start big and then focus on the tiny details so it could be a less stressful process and everything can be more cohesive. I typically use just primary colors so I can get colors super fast and I don't have to buy so many, although I will say I wish I had ones that were more brighter, because since it was darker, the colors I mixed ended up being more dark as well, which is the opposite of what I wanted with this fish. I really wanted it to be really bright, kinda neon. I don't know, I just want bang, give me something big. So see right there, that yellow, that greenish yellow is really dark, and that's kind of the opposite of what I wanted. I tried to mix the colors as I went so I could have a smooth, or really smooth gradient. So I definitely started with the yellow first, and then I tried to make add more blue as I went higher up. I should have mentioned it before, but I used gesso for the wood because if I didn't do it ahead of time, then if I went straight with the acrylic, it would have just soaked up all that paint and none of it would have shown, from what I heard. So this is my first time using a wood board as a canvas. Is Assassination Classroom. I've been trying to rewatch a lot of old animes I used to watch as a kid, so that's when I was watching. I also watched Kami-sama Kiss, which is one of my favorite top 10 animes. I love it so much. But if you guys have recommendations, please let me know. I was trying to watch Parasite again, but it's not on Netflix anymore. All the animes I used to watch on Netflix or Hulu is not on there anymore, so I got very little options. Also, bear in mind that this is my first time painting a fish. I drawn them before, but I feel very different. I kind of struggled with the depth of the fish and figuring out the shapes of it as well. I don't know, it was just a little bit hard for me, but I think it did come out great in the end. But you'll see that in a little bit. Also, a cinematic scene is about to come up, so enjoy that, please. It took like 10 tries for me to do that. Like, I think most of my paint like dried up between it, so watch it, please, now. Okay, here, so definitely you can see the gradient I was trying to get and all the colors I mixed, but I feel like it was really patchy, so I'm not sure if that was the paint I was using or like my technique. I don't really have a technique, I just take it day by day, but yeah, I think it was definitely paint because I feel like the yellow wasn't really opaque as I want it to be. I think like an experiment I want to do later is putting gesso with the yellow to see if it makes it more opaque. It probably will, but that will end up making my color more white, which I don't want. Okay, that was it for day 1. So the next thing I planned was to continue blending and getting the inside all finished before doing the outside, then like shape it correctly, which I don't know how I got all the colors wrong, but well, not the colors, but the shape of the fish. There's a final check of the fish, and yeah, that's it for day 1. Bye. Okay, so day 2 was a bit crazy because I had 0 air conditioning and I started to hit the ugly phase. So it was very stressful to work in the heat and then also like, you know, getting very, very lost in what I was doing. So bear in mind. So today I really wanted to focus on getting the lighter features of the fish. And you can see it in the screen right there, but there's like brighter greens and blues. I really wanted to achieve that look, but you know, it was a struggle to get there. But I think I did. And I think that's really got it to the ugly phase in the beginning, because I don't know what I was doing, but you know, I was doing something. So definitely by this point I was like, oops, well, I think I definitely messed up now, but you know, I kept on going. Honestly, yes, the main takeaway from this whole video is just keep going, because actually we'll end up looking good in the end if you keep trying. Take a break. So technically this video was actually 3 days. It was just, no, actually 4 days of recording, but there was space in between them because I took time to dry and stuff like that. But yeah, take breaks to let it figure out, let it marinate, let it dry, and then come back to the painting, which is what I like to do all the time. So it was definitely by this point I think I finally reached something I really liked, especially with like that blue line work. And I don't know, it's like had that cartoonish feeling, and also the highlights, I really liked it too. But I honestly kind of was scared to continue that to the rest of the body because I didn't know how to replicate what I just did. I don't know, I feel like I see all these highlighting type of style and this like line work style on Pinterest a lot, which is like, you know, my main inspiration. But it was very hard to replicate, so you'll see that soon. Also, I definitely had to redo the eye. I don't know, something about the eye just looked very weird. I don't know if it looked too emotional, like, I don't know, it like expressed some negative emotion, but I didn't want to express any emotion. I don't know, it just looked very weird. I just wanted to look like a regular fish eye. Fish eyes are weird. Have you ever like seen one from the side of it? I don't know. It's a weird creature. I don't know how it works. I don't know, it's very hard to, you know, paint that, especially as a painter that's not a painter. Well, a novice. So yeah, definitely redo to the eye, but I will finish it later on. But right here I was trying to focus on, like, you know, bringing back the highlights, making it more cohesive, you know, more gradient, more show more gradient, show more of a gradient, sorry. But yeah. For day 3 I didn't paint anything at all, but I did graduate, so major events going on. For day 4 I actually continued painting this day, and I'm trying to, you know, do the close-up details and fix any previous mistakes. I did a little bit of hatching as well, just because it looks cool and also gives the fish more texture. And I don't know, I feel like, again, this is something I see on Pinterest and like artists I like on Instagram, so I felt like, I don't know, it's something I enjoyed, let me include it. Also, I think it helps with, you know, blending as well, and it also gives something, you know, for people to look at, like I said, with texture as well. Also, I love adding like the blue lights, or like, you know, I don't know, like blue and like the shadows of things. Like I like to do this with, like, you know, portraits of people, especially like, you know, adding that little purple not purple highlight, but the purple shadow, like within the deep dark shadow part of it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like my favorite thing to add. Now I start working on the new eye, and I feel like it feels more fishy, a lot less, I don't know, emotional. This one does kind of look surprised, I admit that, but you know, I'm done with that. I'm not going to do that again. But I do like it more. I feel like it has more, I don't know, fish characteristics. I think a little bit of like the little water eyeline did make it a little more weird, but I don't know. It looks good to me now. Also, I do want to recommend that don't use pure black like I did. I tried to like add a little bit for more depth, but I feel like sometimes when you add black, it's kind of too harsh on the painting. So what I did later was actually go over with some blue. But having a little black is nice, but not too much. I would recommend only like a little dash of black. I will say, I feel like for the tail, I did get lazy. I was already tired by the rest of the painting, so I was like, you know what, just lines and that's it. I don't care at this point. Here's when I finally fixed the fins and shaped out the fish. I don't know how it got so out of shape, honestly. I think it happened when I was trying to, get that gradient, because I don't know, I was so focused on the gradient that like nothing else mattered right now. So that's what happened, I think. But also, you're about to see it. Let me see. That's when I did like little scalloped edges, because I saw that in reference. I think I like the end of it more because I think I got used to like, okay, this is how I want it. I think watching the cleanup was actually more satisfying. Although my hands like were really shaky, I think I was like feeling the pressure of like, satisfying lines. But I do go over it with a blue pen again to clean up.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer. Night breezes seem to whisper
And that's the little bit of the painting done. Thank you for watching, and see you again when it's fully finished.